大家好.
Welcome to
White Gaze,
where we whites gaze upon the drama,
the looks,
and the language in our newest favorite Chinese TV show called
Jen, Juan, Juan. Ah, did I fuck it?
You fucked it. That's okay. Otherwise known as Empresses in the Palace.
Real quick, can you tell us how we say it?
甄嬛传.
甄嬛传.
Yes,
I practiced that
甄嬛传.
50 fucking times.
You know what? We'll get there. We'll get there. Just a quick rundown. What this podcast is going to be is where we watch episode by episode every single shot of 甄嬛传, and we react to it using our Western lens. We are also going to be using this as an opportunity to practice our Chinese skills, get better at speaking in our vocabulary, and overall our understanding of the Chinese culture at large.
So why don't we start by introducing ourselves? You can go first.
All right. So my name is Trenton. I am an actor, singer, cabaret performer living in Shanghai, China. I arrived in China in 2018, and ever since I have been working my ass off and having a great time. I love China. Shout out to Xi Jinping. I hope he is a listener. I think that he would love to know our thoughts. And more importantly, for my Chinese level, I am currently studying HSK 5, and I have been taking private classes in the past. I've taken group classes, and it's just really been a fun hobby of mine to learn Chinese and try to get closer with the ayis I see on the street.
My name is Weston. I am the self-proclaimed mustache diva of Shanghai, up-and-coming girl. So recently I have been kind of forced, I would say, into hosting some shows. And so that's why I'm saying up-and-coming girl, because I'm an up-and-coming girl.
Up-and-coming.
I didn't ask for this. They asked for it.
The people were demanding. You know what? The people said, get these crusty-ass bitches off the stage. I need some Big Westi.
I don't know about crusty-ass bitches, because I love the girls here. But my HSK level is at about a negative 3. Everything that I know is from my girls, just teaching me the street slang. So I know how to say that I am allergic to shellfish, which is very important.
So important.
And come in my ass. I know that one too.
A survival phrase.
Yeah. And I know other things like phone number, address. I don't eat meat because I'm a vegetarian. Things like that. But I haven't even tried to study. So maybe I will through this podcast.
Yeah. So I want to get into that. What are your goals for the progress during this podcast? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I am looking forward to learning more about Chinese culture through watching this show, and then also expanding my knowledge of the language. I know I'm not going to be out here chatting with my IE, but I could be able to understand a little bit more.
Right. It's definitely a big skill to be able to overhear what people are saying about you, despite not really being confident enough to clap back yet.
Exactly, because I know the girls are talking.
You know what? We'll get to clap back. You know what? HSK 5, I don't believe I am at clap back level yet. But, it is good when you are in front of, children or other people who think you don't know what you're saying. Or think that you don't know what they're saying. And you can clock a bitch. And you can say oh, why did you think you could say that in the middle of our vocal warm-up?
Oh, you thought?
You thought? Wow.
You thought?
You thought wrong. All right, so let's get into it. But before we get into the episode, so of course we are starting today with the pilot episode. Do they have pilots in China? Like episode 1, the pilot?
I'm not sure about the media culture of China, but that's our white gaze.
That is our white gaze. We're assuming this is the pilot. I don't know if they had to pitch this to somebody in a meeting.
That's the thing. In Western media, you have the pilot episode. It's kind of like a test trial to to see if it's going to be successful.
Right.
So we're going to say it's the pilot.
Right. So this is the pilot. But before we get into the pilot of our new favorite Chinese show, Empresses in the Palace, I do want to pour some tea. I've made some homebrewed green tea for us, Lu Cha Biao. All right. Oh, you want to... What do you want?
Pour it in front of the mic.
You want to... Oh, some ASMR for the girls. Let's see.
Maybe not.
I don't know. I don't think it showed up. But maybe, listeners, I have poured this delicious green tea.
All right, so shall we get into this first episode?
Oh, of course. I think it's time. The first thing I want to let the listeners know is we go through each episode and we just write down our thoughts. And full disclosure, we do have subtitles. We are not going into this blind. We did have the idea to go into it blind.
It would have never worked for me. I told you what I know how to say. They did not talk about coming in ass, and they did not talk about shellfish.
Yeah, nobody said that they had a shellfish allergy this episode, so it wouldn't have helped. So we've watched the episode with subtitles, we've written down our thoughts, and now we're just going to go over it step by step by step. And the first thing I have to say to you is wheels and woes.
Oh, yes. Wheels into woes, woes into wheels.
And...
I don't necessarily know what that means, but those are some of the lyrics from the intro credits,
song, yeah.
The intro song. I don't know what that means.
No clue.
Maybe we could get some insight in the next episode from a guest or something. But like, wheels into woes, woes into wheels, and it's not wheels.
No.
WEALS. I don't know this word.
I have heard it possibly once before in my life, but I could not tell you what it means. They also use the word vicissitudes.
Vicissitudes.
Very high vocabulary for whoever is translating these free episodes on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, yes, you can watch along with us on youtube.com. They have all the episodes uploaded, and they've got subtitles in many languages, but I'm sure they are written by somebody who is a big fan but has lots of time on their hands and is just uploading them out of the goodness of their hearts.
Does YouTube not do that automatically?
No, somebody wrote these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Vicissitudes. Isn't that crazy? Well, we get right into it, and...
opening scene, we have them in the Forbidden Palace. Is this Forbidden Palace? Summer Palace? What is this?
This is the Forbidden City, not the palace.
Forbidden girl.
The city is a palace.
I spent too many times at the trivia at Tacolicious. Oh no!
Now we gotta go.
Are we gonna leave that in? Do we bleep that out?
Yeah, we're gonna leave that in. That's not a read. That's not a read on Danielle. That's a read for Danielle's partner.
Okay. Well. Anyway, the Forbidden.
God bless that man.
We are in the Forbidden City, and it's the year 1722 A.D. The fourth son of the king, Prince Yin-Zhen, accedes to the throne and names his ruling dynasty the Yongzheng dynasty. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Am I?
I don't know, but Mr. Mans had a costume.
He did.
Yeah. Man was dressed up.
In gold. I think his signature color is yellow. I think we do get to see that. He's in this big yellow. He's got these big old shoulders.
Oh, the big shoulders. Yeah.
So big old shoulders.
We have him in the yellows. And then we have all of the knights in
They're all wearing blue. I think the knight color is blue.
Yeah, the yellow and gold is the royalty.
Uh-huh.
But we open it. The opening scene has that big old crack of the whip.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
He corrects the whip, and he says, bow, and then they all do. And then he's like,
Another clap.
And they do it because they know that he's the new king. It's unclear if he killed the previous king or... Yeah, I have questions.
You know what? There could be... and this ties into some things we find out later because it does seem like there's some shady shit going on.
Yeah.
But the previous king was one of his brothers, is what I assume to believe.
Okay.
Because they're keeping it in the family. We have all the people bowing, all of the eunuchs, which we have found out that they are eunuchs. None of them have genitalia.
Yes. Well, okay, we have to distinguish. There are some generals that are important, and I do believe they do have genitals. The generals have genitals.
Really interesting and very cool.
So basically, the guy, Nian, is injured in battle, but he is given this promotion, and find out that his sister, I think little sister, is actually one of the concubines of the emperor himself.
What?
So he's got some family ties. How
did I miss that?
I don't know. They had a whole conversation.
Yeah, in Chinese, so.
So it turns out he asks this head concubine, he asks the head eunuch who has no balls, how's my sister doing? And he's like, fine, she's doing okay. So this is the scene where you were talking about where the squirrely boy is crying.
Boy comes in.
Because he has like this plate, and on the plate are these women's names. And he is just begging the emperor to pick a girl's name to fuck her later that day.
Yeah.
And he won't do it. And it makes him cry. It makes the eunuch cry that the emperor won't fuck somebody.
Well, because I think that this goes into the difference of the cultures that we see, is because this comes back onto him. It is his fault that these concubines aren't getting fucked. I think that's what's going on.
I think so, because he must be pretty low in like the Game of Thrones of it all. So I feel like the people above him could easily
just point it on him.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so you're the one presenting the names and he's not picking any of them. What are you doing wrong?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Luckily, his boss is pretty chill.
Mm-hmm.
His boss is like, don't worry.
It's fine.
Eventually, it will happen. Now, by the way, we were talking about the royal yellow. Do you remember his look in this scene?
Is it white?
No, it's still yellow. But I was saying that I really like the print of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it kind of like looked like dragony.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like the print. But he was wearing a very ugly hat in this scene.
You know
that
what?
I did
I
not
fuck
like.
with the hat.
Yes, it's a dramatic hat, but it's a no for me. One really fun Chinese phrase that we heard when we were watching it was "miss you like the deserts miss the rain."
Brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping.
And I believe that is in regards to the emperor not fucking the girls.
Her mom was it was his mom.
She came in.
She is referring to the Empress or to the concubines? Talking about the desert missing the rain. Who's she referring to?
I think she's referring to the Empress. Maybe.
Is the Empress getting fucked?
Not recently, no.
The whole drama with the mama coming in is that there is... The previous king had 24 kids, and he had 3, something like that, maybe?
Oh, yes. So, okay, so after the squirrely guy, like, is crying, his mom comes in, and his mom is named the Empress Dowager, otherwise known as Tai Ho. And she comes in, and girl, she is wearing this gigantic thing on her head. Her nails are, I think, 3 inches long. She's got the claws, and she sat there.
She owns the place.
I think she does. And she's talking to her son about the fact that he only has 3 children, but his dad had 24 children. And you know, moms, they're like really hungry for grandbabies.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been asked for grandbabies yet?
No, because my parents know I'm gay.
Well, that doesn't stop you.
Okay, I can't say it.
Okay, well, we'll save that for off the pod. I will fully say that my mother keeps dropping hints like, I need to have a baby. Otherwise, they're going to let my crazy sister have a baby.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So anyways, she's putting the pressure on for him to go fuck. Mm-hmm. And he kind of is like, whatever. And she's like, well, maybe you just need some new girls. Because he has a bunch of girls already. But she's like, you haven't chosen a new girlfriend in a long time. Why don't I set that up for you?
Yeah, so it's supposed to be conducted every 3 years. And he's just like, that's completely unnecessary. It's expensive. I don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. So let's not do it.
Would you like the chance to summon girls from all over the country and pick out your top? And just be like, okay, I'm fucking you for the next 3 years.
Okay, so yes, if it's boys. And... yeah, I get to pick from them, and I'm getting to pick like 10 boys to just like fuck.
I think the insinuation though is that you have to keep them for life.
Well, it's a strenuous process, and
the selection is rigorous.
The selection is rigorous.
There is a rubric.
There's a rubric, exactly. And so I think that I would be okay with it, but the thing is I could not be okay with it because we're not reproducing.
True. So it wouldn't really.
If reproducing was not a factor, then that would be okay.
So now we are into scene 3. We finally get to meet his gaggle of girls.
Oh yes, all the girls.
They're all assembled. Well, not all of them, just 2 of them. His wife, who is like the Empress, the main wife, like wife number 1.
Songja?
Nope, that's the maid.
Huafei is the wife?
Nope.
Huafei is the cunty.
Yes.
Concubine?
So in this, it just calls her the Empress.
Okay. Do we know her name?
Maybe. And this is why we've gotten into the show, is because these girls is what's driving the story. So we get to meet the Empress, and she's discussing with another one of the Emperor's girls, and her name is Huafei.
And you know what? This is why we watch the show, is for Huafei, because the girls drop dead gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
She's giving headpiece.
She is, and she's giving fierce.
She's giving florals.
She's giving bright colors.
She's giving Emperor's favorite pussy.
She's giving click clack those nails together if I don't like you.
They're not nails. They are like
extensions.
Gold little claws. They're claws.
They are claws. But you know what? She looks check. Attitude
needs to be checked.
Because I'm gonna be on the pod, and I will be the first to stand by this. I don't fuck with Huafei right now. Because she gets so mad at this bitch for dropping the plate of cookies.
What the fuck?
Let she who has not dropped the plate of cookies throw the first stone. And I'll say, I have dropped the plate of cookies. And I'm not going to get mad at this girl for dropping the plate of cookies.
She's nervous, okay? She is presented in front of the top girl.
Yeah. Imagine you are going in front of the top girl. Who wouldn't drop a plate of cookies? I would.
Okay, first of all, the shoes.
We'll get into the shoes when we watch them walking down the runway later.
Because I'm sure she's wearing these shoes.
I think she is as well. Balance is an issue.
And there's rugs all over the place.
Yes. There, we don't know if there's paving at this time. It could be a very uneven floor.
It could be bumpy. The girls are going to trip.
Yeah.
She dropped the cookies. And Huafei is like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but not in front of the Empress.
Right. She really reads her for filth. But then the Empress
comes in to, quote unquote, save the day.
Exactly.
And is telling the girls like, you need to calm down. It's okay. I'm sure she's fine. But if you don't think that she's okay, I have one of the best, and she can come in. And Huafei is like, no, we're fine. We're fine.
Well, I think we'll see this even later in the episode too. The Empress is trying to plant a spy. She's like, Huafei, if you think my maid is such shit, You can train my maid, and she can tell me all of what you're doing behind my back, and I'll have some eyes on the ground. Unfortunately, I think Huafei also knows this. So Huafei's like, no, I don't want that bitch anywhere near me. She dropped the cookies. And there's nothing I can teach her.
No, the girl who dropped the cookies is Huafei's maid.
No, she's not. No, she's not. She is not. I mean, we can disagree. We can agree to disagree and find out later who is right. So, tweet hashtag who is right. And so, but at the end of the day, Huafei is jealous and mad that this new selection process is going to happen. And not only is it going to happen, she has to organize it. She was selected by the emperor being like, she is good, her calendar is correct, she can organize an event. I have seen her.
She like, I'm not a party planner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just the king's favorite pussy.
Yes.
That's the thing. I'd be mad too. You know what? Actually, I wouldn't be mad because I am...
You'd be like...
I am a party planner. I'm like, oh, a party?
A party?
An
oh my
event.
gosh. What's your proposed size? Do you have a target audience in mind?
What's the budget, babe?
We finally meet main character
Zhen
energy, Zhen Huan. Famously, oh no, I said it wrong just now. Zhen Huan.
Zhen Huan.
She's the main girl. That's why her name is the title. Zhen Huan Zhuan means Zhen Huan's story. So we see her praying for a good husband, even though she knows that she has to go to the selection committee. She has very Katniss Everdeen'd herself. She has decided she's going to go in her little sister's place.
Yeah, and then we see her talking with her friends.
Friend. He wants to fuck her.
Well, she's talking to her maids, and then Mr. Mans comes in with the... we say 4 head, we say 5 head.
Oh, God, it's gigantic.
We got 17 head going on.
Oh, God. Okay, so, again, our white gaze, we are just, we are swiping left on this hairstyle that is so common for people of this time. They, like, shave the top and the front and the sides of their head, and they only leave the back.
Got Ariana pony
in the
back.
A long pony down the back.
High pony.
And it's a no for me. Just as a millennial white gay, it's a no. I don't want to be disrespectful to the culture. I know it means something that I will research and find out at a later time.
He comes to her with a warning. He is saying, look, our fathers have worked in the palace, and there was some sort of drama going on between them.
Well, his dad got fired.
Yeah.
His dad was the doctor, and he got fired.
And then her dad, like, saved him or something. And so there was some drama going on, and so he's like, I don't want you to go, and so why don't you just marry me? And she's like, no, it's like, it's illegal for me to withdraw from this process.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to have my little sister go, and so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I can't be doing that, sorry. And he's like, but what about this jade pot? It's a
Yeah.
family heirloom. Why don't you take it?
And she literally says, thanks, but no thanks.
But no.
But no, I can't take it. You can take it back. She clearly doesn't like him that way. And I feel for this man. I feel sorry for this man.
I feel like I am this man.
Who have you tried to give your jade pot to recently?
Too many people. And the thing is I'm like, here's my blood type, here's my grandmother's inheritance, here's everything, let me eat your ass. And they're like,
thanks, but no.
I've never heard no.
Oh, it's just a laughter into the darkness, and then they just leave the chat.
And no leaving of the chat either. That's why I keep going.
So, anyways, we get to introduce ourselves to some other girls that we love. We have Shen Mei Zhuang. She is getting ready. All the women folk of her family are assessing her and giving her some advice. So they're doing sort of like a practice selection.
Very, you'll bring honor to us all.
Yes, the matchmaker has come in and is asking her some like prep questions for the question and answer section.
She's like, are you educated? And she's like, yeah, I studied
Confucianism.
I studied women's
rights.
It was a women's rights, but it was women's something, and I studied something else. And she's like, nope, they're not looking for a smart girl. Nope, they're not looking for somebody that is about to outsmart it, about to try somebody.
Yes,
they want a dumb girl.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Where is the quote? Do you have the quote? I didn't write it down. Did you?
I did.
Oh my gosh. So this could be the quote of the episode. The best line. I mean, it's awful, but the thing that had us gagging in our seats was...
The lack of talent is the virtue of a woman.
Not the lack of talent. Oh my god.
The lack of talent is a virtue of a woman.
You know what?
Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
That's why all of these Shanghai gays are surviving.
You know what? The next time somebody like displeases me and they feel sad about it, I'm gonna go up to them and say, "Don't be sad.
Don't be sad.
The lack of talent is the virtue of the woman." It's okay. You're very virtuous in your lack of talent.
Your lack of talent. You know what? The emperor is gonna love you.
The emperor is gonna love you. So basically, she gets a hint. She gets the hint. She's like, I'm not fucking speaking when I go to the selection. I'm going to keep my mouth shut and just pretend like I'm a normal girl. The palace is getting ready, and the emperor is deciding who he's going to have dinner with.
Oh, my God.
And so there's this whole drama about, well, is he going to eat with the empress? Is he going to eat with the empress? Or is he going to eat with Huafei? And he does like Huafei more, but he feels like he has been neglecting the empress. And so he goes to the empresses to have dinner, but then she pisses him off and he goes back to Huafei, like he always does.
Yeah, what did she say? She said something like,
She made an insinuation. She said something like, if you eat too fast, like, you're gonna be sick. And he was like, okay, fine, whatever, da-da-da-da-da. And so he was like, and then she was like, you need to be more tempered with how much you eat things. If you go back a third time, it's bad for you. And I guess she was speaking double.
She's insinuating that, like, you need to, like, watch out for this bitch Huafei.
Because he keeps going back to her.
If you keep eating it,
it's gonna make you bad.
Your tummy's gonna get upset.
Mm-hmm. And so he basically is like, if that's how you feel, bitch, say it to my face.
He gets mad as hell.
And then she's like, no, eat the eggplant, stay.
Puts a little one little piece of eggplant on the plate and it's like, no, stay.
No, stay. You can eat it. I'm sorry.
Bitch, after you told me that I can't have any more food, that I need to eat the soup.
I would get so mad. Mad.
We don't have the soup very often, so you need to eat the soup.
I get mad about my food though, so.
Yeah, and so is the emperor.
Yeah, so he ends up going back to Huafei.
Wanna know what? No, I am gonna leave.
But he makes a comment that sort of leaves her shook. He walks in, and her new maid, he's like, wow, you're pretty. How old are you? And the new maid is like,
I'm 17.
I'm 17. And then he's like, wow, you used to look like that, Huafei.
You used to be 17 when I met you.
Wow. Wow. And so now she's shook. She's like, I'm about to be yesterday's news.
In today's time, that's illegal. You're going to jail.
And finally, we get to the selection, and it's grand. All the girls come in a single file, like
horse-drawn carriage.
Horse-drawn carriage. The girls are wearing their eleganza. I would say, trend alert to all of the sort of pastel florals. Everybody's in teal.
A headpiece. Okay, so I thought they were headpieces. You said they were hair.
I thought it was hair because I have seen where, okay, at least in Mongolia, you know, like the Queen Amidala hair?
Mm-hmm.
That's based on an ancient Mongolian traditional hairstyle, but they keep the hair in that sort of like antlery position with
like
glue.
Glue it.
They just glue it, and it just sticks like that. So I thought they did that here as well.
So I think that the little ponytails in the back were glued. That was glue or just like some sort of like tying technique. But some of the like bigger pieces in the top, those were actual like pieces, like parts of the little fascinators, the little hats. Okay, so the ladies are coming in, and they're separated into Han banner and Manchu banner. And so I don't necessarily know what this means. I know like Han people. Yeah.
Yes.
Is this another like ethnicity?
Yes. So it's my understanding that at this time in Imperial China, the primary groups were the Manchu people who were like from Dongbei, like up by Korea, and then the Han people who were much more central. And so I think to unify these two people and to try to not show any favoritism, he's trying to get girls from both.
Let's bring these girls over here.
Let's bring both types of girls in. So I'm an equal opportunity emperor. I'm going to fuck everybody.
Okay.
And so everybody gets there except for this girl named An Linglong. And she's late. Which I don't think is a good first impression if you're about to meet the emperor.
No, it's not great. And she gets out of the car and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry I'm late." And they're like, "Yeah, you need like get over there,
bitch.
girl. Get over there. It's
the
fine.
door is closing.
They're fine, but you need to get over there."
Yeah.
And she's just like keeps going and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry I'm late." Blah blah blah. She keeps going on. They're like. Me sitting there watching it, I'm like, shut the fuck up, girl. Get the fuck over there.
Get in there. Exactly.
Are you trying to get your pussy ate or not?
Well, you know, again, I think now we can bring up the shoes because we do see that she is wearing these platform heels, but the platform is only in the middle.
Yeah, so it's like a... What do you call that? Not this way, but this way.
It's like a parallel. No.
They're parallel, but they're
parallel, perpendicular.
Not perpendicular. That's
90
like this.
degrees.
No, 90
horizontal.
degrees.
Horizontal.
Yeah.
Vertical.
Vertical.
No, vertical's up and down.
Like
that's horizontal.
Horizontal.
Bless God and bless the gays.
I'm thinking of longitude and latitude over here. They're horizontal.
They're horizontal, yes. So I feel like the balance is hard because I'd follow my.
And they're horizontal, not in the front and the back of the shoe. They're like in the middle.
Just one. I think there's really just one.
Is there just one?
I think it's just one in the middle that they got to balance on, and then their toes and their heel are just hanging off.
We're gonna order a pair and we're gonna try it. And yeah, so that and she's like running over there.
She's just click-clacking her fastest as she can.
It's like Big Westi running through the city in his heels.
Oh, we love to see it. But when we're inside, we again see our girls, Zhenhuan and her friend, Shen Mei Zhuang, and they, I guess, know each other from before. They're pretty girls. They had met before somewhere. But they're also very wary of the other girls. They're like, these girls are out for blood today.
We need to watch out. Yeah.
Yes. And again, this is what the people want. This is why we watch. This. They are just cunty to each other. They are gossiping. And little Miss An Linglong just stumbles her little newborn full legs into this courtyard.
Spills the tea on this bitch, Xia Dongchuan.
Okay, close. Xia Dongchuan.
Xia Dongchuan?
Yes.
Okay, Chuan,
yes.
like season.
Yeah, well, the spring. Yes, the season of spring. And also Dong as in the season of winter. And Xia as the winter of summer. The
winter of summer. The season of summer.
The winter of summer. The season of summer.
Tuan is season, yeah?
No.
None
of those are season.
Chuntian
is how you say.
Tian.
Yeah, Tian is like
would you say like Dongtian?
Dongtian, yes you would.
And Xiatian?
Oh my god, he's learning. We've got it, everybody. We did it.
I teach first grade.
So she gets mad and she's like, wow, you're in a raggedy dress from 2 years ago. Your jewelry is all rusted. What is your daddy's name?
Well, because she brings up the rusty jewelry because she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I spilled this on you. You can have my dress. You can have my earrings. You can have something. And she's like, not that dress. Not that loosely threaded 2-year-old dress.
No, not that rusted
Not
silver.
not that hand-me-down 2 years ago Prada. I'm not having it.
No. And so she is about to cry. An Linglong is like devastated. She feels like her reputation is ruined. And this girl is digging in. But our heroine, our girl, my number one bitch, Jen Huan, steps in and saves the day. She says, Miss Xia, I wouldn't be so cunty today because I think you'd look better not being a cunt. And the emperor would like you better too.
Yeah, and she's also like killing her with kindness. She's, what did she say?
You didn't write it down.
What I wrote down is that Miss Shaw really can't be that cunty because she's not that pretty.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
She's not pretty enough to be that cunty.
Yeah.
Well, compared to the other girls, she's a pretty girl, but she's not giving Jen Huan, and she's not giving An Ling Long.
Yes.
And she's not giving Shen Mei Zhuang.
Yeah, she's not.
She's not giving
really
that.
not
She's not giving that. She's giving money.
She's giving lots of money, lots of privilege, because she's throwing around the fact that her daddy owns something or does something important, but really has nothing good of her own. But at the end of it, Jen Huai gives Anne her own earrings and says, yeah, your earrings are rusted, girl, but you can have mine. And also, let me pick this flower and I'll put it in your hair.
The key to success that we find out later on.
It's kindness. The key is kindness. Choose kindness. Have you chosen kindness today?
No, I'm talking about the flower.
No, I know, but I'm also just asking you, the person. Did you choose kindness today?
Yeah, I'm always very nice. You know what? Side note. Somebody told me today that I am... What did they say that I am? That I am stubborn.
Huh.
I am the most stubborn gay they've ever met.
That is quite the accusation. Is it someone we know?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say it on the pod?
No.
Can you mouth it to me? Okay, but you know what? I could see why. I could maybe see the context of that.
We're cutting this because he's gonna listen.
Okay.
Because I've already asked him to do the album art.
Oh, bitch. Well, but okay. Well, this is juicy. Finally, they all get to go to their question and answer section. And you know what the first thing he tells them? Get on your knees.
Get on your knees.
He loves it.
Yeah. Well, can you do the job?
Because I think he's a...
Can you fulfill the basic requirements of the job?
Are you comfortable on your knees? And if not, you cannot be a concubine. You can't. And so all these girls demonstrate that they can get on their knees very fluidly and with a lot of grace and beauty. But he does not bestow the flower to... Oh, no. He does bestow the flower.
Bestow the flower means, like, get out of here, yeah?
Yeah, so you get your consolation prize.
How does he... Because he says...
He says, 刺花.
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 Yes.
And he's knocking the girls out.
Yeah, he's pointing, he's looking. He's not even speaking some of the time. He's just saying, 刺花.
He looks at the girl. 刺花.
Yep.
What's your name? My name... 刺花.
And so it's really cutthroat. And so when our main girls get in there, I got scared. I was like, I just met these girls. I love them. I don't want to see them get the flower. It would really bother me if they got the flower. So the first girl that we see is our girl Anne. Anne Linglong, she goes, and unfortunately, she's cut. But on her way out, like Miss Vanjie, she gives a speech that changes everything.
Uh-huh.
Changes everything. She is like, thank you, esteemed panel of judges, for your time. I have enjoyed so being in the Capitol and that you would even gaze upon my face. I love you so much and, long live. And as this is happening...
The emperor is like, wait, what's that flower? That beautiful flower?
on your head.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Love it.
Guess what else happens?
I take it back.
A butterfly lands on the flower. A very beautiful CGI butterfly lands on that flower.
If you saw my gay hand go upon my flower.
And he says, you know what, run it back. No one's going home tonight.
I make the rules around here.
I make the rules. No one's going home.
Not my whore mother.
So finally, our first girl, we thought she was cut, but she makes it. Mm-hmm. Next, we see
Miss Xia.
Miss Xia. And without much thought, he just selects her. He's like, you know what? Your name sounds cool. It's 3 seasons in 1.
Oh, it was because of it sounded cool?
He's like, yeah, it sounds cool.
No, I thought it was because she has, like, the reputation. Like, her father has a reputation because he's, like, he's like the leader of some...
No.
Hebei province or something.
No,
like
his
that.
mom, the dowager, the Tai Ho, she says, bitch, you're not selecting enough girls. You only selected 1 so far. And he's like, fine, what's your name? And she says, my name is Xia
Autumn,
Dongchun.
winter, spring. Okay, cool. We'll do that one.
Yeah, we'll do that one. Cool name. Next. And so she feels very pleased with herself. So obviously we're going to see this bitch again. And then next up we see our girl Mei Zhuang, Shen Mei Zhuang. And she follows the advice. She's a smart hoe.
Uh-huh. Of her elders, they said, you ain't educated.
Mm-hmm. So when the dowager, she's the Tai Ho, she's like, girl, do you know how to read? She says,
I read books on women's ethics.
I only know how to cook and clean.
And they're like, oh, okay. What about Taoism? Nope.
Never heard of it.
Mm-mm.
Nope. Can't relate. Who?
And then in the translation in the parentheses, she's lying.
yes, they definitely give us the acting notes. They give us the stage directions.
She's lying.
She is lying.
Because she is lying because she has studied Taoism, but she's like, nope, I know how to cook and how to clean.
Yes.
And let me tell you, I got this ring.
Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning. Yes, I keep the cookie real sweet for his eating.
Yeah, women's ethics.
Ethics.
1722 Chinese women's ethics. Keeping the cookie roll clean for your eating. The nana. Yes, I keep the nana real sweet for your eating.
Oh.
Yeah, so she is chosen because they're like, oh, you know what? We like that you're educated, but not too educated.
Right.
We like that you know how to be a woman.
Yes, you know your place. Finally, we see our heroine, Miss Zhen Huan. And again, remember, she's going to try to throw this. She doesn't want to win. She only wants to show up, do her duty, go back to her family.
Yeah, her duty is to be there.
She's like, I don't want
to be here. I don't want to be here.
I
have to be here, but I don't want to be here.
She says, I am not for the streets, okay? I am not for this life of hoeing. I just want to be with my family, support my sister, and support my family in our family business. And suddenly, the emperor just is attracted to her immediately. And she answers some questions about some poetry. There's some poetry involved. But then they ask her, let me see your face. Look up at us. Because she's, looking at the floor like a good woman does. And then she looks up and they gag.
And then episode over.
Episode over. All we see is the dowager's face going like, and we don't know why they're freaked out.
My prediction is that they're gagging at her stunning beauty.
I think they recognize her.
Because we got a little hint in the episode earlier that they her father had worked there.
Yeah.
And 17 Head's father worked there.
Yeah.
And there was some drama.
There was a lot of, I think we'll understand that later. I also think maybe when she looked up, she gave away that she didn't want to be there. I think maybe she was the only girl who didn't want to be fucked by the emperor.
Yeah, so I think underlying cause is that they recognize her face. Yeah. They recognize her name. They're putting the face to the name. Maybe she looks like her father.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go into the last portion the last segment where we talk about the language.
Yes.
So each week we're going to do a little language quiz.
Yes. One of the reasons we do this podcast is to build our language skills. We can hear more Chinese language. We can use it in conversations. And we can try to improve our skills. So today, I would like us to try out a new segment I would like to call Don't Take That Tone With Me.
Oh, God. Okay.
In this segment, I am going to give Weston the English letters accompanied with the Chinese characters and what they mean. But I'm not going to tell him how he should say it.
I have to pick the tone.
If he can pick the tone and correctly say it right, then he will get a point.
Okay.
In order for him to pass the quiz and win the prize, he will need to get at least 7 correct. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you want to know what the prize is first?
Yeah, let's see the prize.
This is the reveal I was talking about. Off camera or off microphone, I was saying I had a reveal, so I had to sit in this seat. But the reveal today is these amazing Chinese bakery treats.
Oh!
They are vegetarian, but don't ask me what they are. I have no idea.
Okay, we'll ask Monty later.
We'll ask Monty later. We'll put it in the notes. It's from this very famous bakery called... you know what? I'll read it later.
Is it fig?
It's something. They look like little fig Newtons, but I don't know if they're like actually fig or what else. Okay. So, the first 2 that I want you to figure out, both are the letters H-A-W. The first one looks like this. And it means good. How do you say good?
Okay, don't come in with H-A-W. That's an O, bitch.
You stupid fucking dinosaur!
H-A-O.
I got howl right here. Let me show my yeehaw.
Okay, H-A-O. H-A-O.
H-A-O, okay. Good. How?
You get a point. Okay. Now, can you say for when you're indicating a number?
Okay, so like my address.
Yes.
Like 75号.
Yeah.
How?
Incorrect. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what tone did I say and what tone did it need to be?
It sounded like you said 75号, which is the third tone.
Okay.
It needs to be fourth tone. How.
How, okay.
Yes. So you've got 1 point for how, but no point for how. Okay? Now, these next 2 are the letters H and the letter E.
Huh.
One means with, so you with another person, and one means to drink.
Okay, so with is huh.
I'm sorry, you're incorrect. That is not correct.
Did I do the correct one with my hand?
Well, you said it with your hand. You did. You matched. What
I
you
matched
did with your
what
hand.
I did with my hand.
It was just wrong.
It's not. It's wrong.
The correct is huh.
Third. Okay.
No, second.
Down or up.
Going up. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's going huh.
Okay.
And finally, to drink.
To drink. I'm also gonna go with huh.
Correct. Very
Okay.
good. You've got it.
First tone.
2 points.
Okay.
Okay. So you are 2 for 4.
Okay.
So far you are gonna lose, and if you lose, you will have to do a dare, a challenge.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So the second one is the letters E and R.
Okay.
One
R.
of them means sun, and one of them means the number 2.
Oh my god. Okay.
You gotta take a guess.
So sun is
You got a 25% chance.
sun is R.
Correct. Very good. Arza.
Okay.
Yes. Very good.
Arza,
Correct.
which is also leaf.
No. No. Leaf is yeze. Okay. Anyways,
We're cutting it. We're cutting it.
We're not getting it. Okay. So now let's get into the number 2.
R.
so close.
Fuck,
No.
I fucked it up. I fucked it up.
It's R.
R, okay, going down.
E-R, son.
Okay, so
Yeah.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, the next one is the letters D-A. The
Okay.
first one means big.
Mm-hmm. I used to live at Da Bai Shu, Big Tree.
Okay.
What's the second one mean?
And the second one means it's like a verb and it indicates like an action with your hands. So if you make a phone call, you would use this word, or if you punch somebody, you would use this word.
Oh, okay. The first one is Da.
Correct. Very
Okay.
good. Very good. Da meaning big.
Yeah.
Now the second one.
Da.
Correct! Oh my god, he's turned it around! He's turned it around! Oh my gosh. Okay, so now, as long as you keep it up, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of... Oh no, you've got 4 out of 8. Still not good enough. Okay, you gotta keep going.
It's good. We're going to keep going. I know the second one
Yes.
is Ba.
Okay, so yes, so the letters here are
B,
B
A.
and A. The first is the number 8, and the second one is the word for father.
Okay, but for father,
There's two. It's two.
It's 2, but they're
Yeah.
different, aren't they?
Only the first one matters. The second one doesn't have a tone.
For the father is Ba.
Correct. Very good. Correct.
Baba.
Yes, very good. Very good. The second one doesn't have a tone technically.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, when they're just like calling, they just say ba, and then that's enough.
Baba. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so now the letter 8.
Ba. It's
Correct. You did it.
The letter 8. The letter 8. The letter
is
8.
ba. Okay. So you're really good. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. You just need one more point and you win. And you don't have to do the dare challenge.
What's the next one? Shu.
So the next letters are K-U-A-I. The first one means piece.
Piece.
Like a piece of something.
Like a piece of pizza.
Yes. Or the second one is a adjective that means fast.
Okay. I'm thinking of Kwaidi. Is that
It's the same
fast
one.
for
It's the
fast?
same one. Yes, it's the same one.
Get your delivery fast.
Yes.
Kwai.
Correct. Okay, wow. Do you want to get the bonus? You've already won.
Yeah.
You've already won.
For the next one, for peace.
Yeah.
Kwai. No.
No.
Kwai. I already said that.
No.
What is that one?
It was a trick question. They're both quiet.
Oh, okay.
They're both quiet. All right. Very good. All right, so now we get to eat the treats together.
Okay.
Wow. So you've passed the test. Congratulations. You've had your prize. And we've recapped the first episode of Zhenhuan Zhuan. Do you have any...
Zhenhuan Zhuan.
You got it! Good. Do you have any predictions for the second episode?
The new maid for Huafei is a spy. The crybaby eunuch is important. Zhenhuan is...
Do you think she'll make the cut? Do you think she's going to be selected?
Yeah, she's going to be selected, and there's going to be some drama with that because I think it's going to tie into her previous, like her father's drama.
Ah, okay.
Whatever he had done.
Okay. I definitely...
But he just can't deny the pussy because look.
I mean, look at the material.
Look at it.
I definitely think that Huafei is not going to like these new girls. I think she's going to try to, like, haze them or prank them on their first night in the house.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Empress is going to try to get the new girls on her side in her war against Huafei.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some of that. Yeah, Huafei is going to haze the girls. Yeah, hazing.
Yeah.
Welcome to Texas.
Well, anyways, thank you for joining us today on White Gaze. And we look forward to the next episode. Make sure to rate us, like us, subscribe to us wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can find me, Trenty, on all social medias at Officer Trenty.
I'm only going to disclose my Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at reverse_cowboy_.
Amazing. We will check in with you next time. Oh, you know what we should do? We should say 再见. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 再见.